Science for Quarter 2, Week 6. Life cycles of butterfly, frog, chicken, and human. Matatag Curriculum, Bansang Makabata, Batang Makabansa, with me, Teacher KMT. Good day, kids! Today, we will learn about life cycles of butterfly, frog, chicken, and human. Here are the possible objectives for today's lesson. Number 1. Describe the different stages in life cycle of butterfly. Number 2. Describe the different stages in life cycle of frog. Number 3. Describe the different stages in life cycle of chicken. And number 4. Describe the different stages in life cycle of human. Short review. What have you learned about habitats? Very good! A habitat is the natural home or environment where a plant or animals lives and grows. Terrestrial, aquatic, and aerial are examples of habitats. Lions are an example of terrestrial animals. Dolphins are an examples of aquatic animals. And eagles are an example of aerial animals. Why habitats are important? Good job! Habitats are important because they provide the essential resources and conditions that plants and animals need to survive and thrive. Do you know? Science uses a diverse system to categorize or classify all the organisms like animals and plants on our planet, including people. Animals are classified based on their unique characteristics and on process they reproduce or how their babies are born. Some are born like us, and others are hatched from eggs like fish and birds. Understanding the life cycles of animals are important because it helps us learn about the different ways animals live, grow, and reproduce. Animals have to reproduce to preserve and perpetuate their species. Get your dictionary and look for the similar meaning of each word. Write your answer on your notebook. Here are the following similar meanings for each word. Read and see if you got the same answers. First lesson, the life cycle of butterfly. Do you know butterflies? Based on your personal experiences, what do you know about butterflies? Why do you think butterflies are important? The life cycle of butterfly. The life cycle of a butterfly is a fascinating process that includes four main stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult butterfly. Each stage has a unique characteristics and developmental processes. First, it all starts with an egg. From that egg hatches a tiny creature called a caterpillar or larva stage. Caterpillars love to eat plants and they grow quickly. When they are done eating, caterpillars create a case called a chrysalis or pupa stage. Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar changes into an adult butterfly. Once the transformation is complete, the adult butterfly breaks free from the chrysalis. Now it can lay eggs and start the life cycle all over again. Kids, remember, butterflies can be found almost everywhere in the world except Antarctica. They live in gardens, meadows, forests, and even deserts. To grow, butterfly starts as caterpillars that eat leaves from plants. Once they become butterflies, they mostly drink nectar from flowers. This nectar gives them the energy they need to fly and lay eggs. Interesting facts. Butterflies are classified as insects. Many insects begin their lives as eggs. When they hatch, they look quite different from their parents and are called pupas. Pupas are inactive. They don't have wings and may not even have legs. As they grow, they start to change shape, which we call metamorphosis. Two kinds of metamorphosis. Number 1, complete, and number 2, incomplete. Complete metamorphosis. The complete metamorphosis has 4 stages: the egg, larva, pupa, and adult. In each stage of complete metamorphosis, the animal looks different than at all other stages. Complete metamorphosis includes insects like beetles, bees, and butterflies. This is how a butterfly slowly changes. Incomplete metamorphosis. Insects that undergo incomplete metamorphosis have 3 life stages: the egg, nymph, and adult. Unlike complete metamorphosis, the incomplete metamorphosis early stages of development look like the tiny versions of the adult. Incomplete metamorphosis includes insects like grasshoppers and stick insects. Work example and lesson activity. This work example and lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Second lesson, life cycle of frog. Do you know frogs? Based on your personal experiences, what do you know about frogs? Why do you think frogs are important? The life cycle of frog. The life cycle of a frog also has 4 main stages. Frogs, being amphibians, undergo a unique transformation. Unlike fish, the young frogs look distinct from the adults. Their life cycle initiates from an egg. From this egg, a tadpole emerges, which resides in water. Initially, it possesses gills and tail but lacks legs. Gradually, the tadpole develops into a froglet with legs, ultimately losing its gills and tail. Over time, the froglet transforms into an adult frog. These adult frogs lay eggs, thus marking the beginning of a new life cycle. Kids, remember, frogs are mostly found in wet places like ponds, lakes, rivers, and swamps. They love being near water. To grow, frogs eat insects like flies and mosquitoes, as well as worms and small bugs. Some bigger frogs might even eat small fish or other tiny animals. Work example and lesson activity. This work example and lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Third lesson, life cycle of chicken. Do you know chickens? Based on your personal experiences, what do you know about chickens? Why do you think chickens are important? The life cycle of chicken. The life cycle of a chicken also has stages. Birds, including chickens, begin their life cycles from eggs. A young chicken, known as a chick, looks similar to an adult chicken. The life cycle of a chicken starts as an egg. A young chicken, known as a chick, looks similar to an adult chicken. It hatches, grows, and matures into an adult chicken. Adult chickens lay eggs, starting a new life cycle. Birds like the bird of paradise and cassowary have similar life cycles to chickens. In various bird species, life begins within an egg. A newly hatched bird is called a hatchling. During growth in the nest and while being cared for by parents, the hatchling is called a nestling. Once it develops flight feathers and is ready to leave the nest, the bird takes its first flight, becoming a fledgling. When the fledgling or juvenile reaches full growth, it becomes a mature or adult bird. Kids, remember, chickens are found all over the world, but they originally come from the jungles of Southeast Asia. Now you can see them on farms, in backyards, and even in some cities. Chickens eat different foods to grow strong and healthy, including grains like corn and wheat, vegetables and leafy greens, insects and small bugs, and special chicken feed that contains all the nutrients they need. Work example and lesson activity. This work example and lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Fourth lesson, life cycle of human. What is human? Do you know how humans reproduce their kind based on your personal experiences? The life cycle of human. The life cycle of a human is an interesting journey that spans several stages, each with its unique characteristics and challenges. Stage 1. Fetus in the womb. A baby begins as a tiny thing when a mother's egg joins with a father's sperm. Inside the mother's tummy, it grows into a little human shape. We call this the fetus. The fetus can eat, drink, or breathe on his own and needs his mom. Stage 2. Baby. After about 9 months, the baby is born. Babies at this stage are called infants. They can't talk yet, but they can cry, eat, and let you know when they are hungry or uncomfortable. Moms usually feed them with milk. Stage 3. Childhood. Babies grow into children who learn to crawl, walk, talk, and do more things. They make friends, read, write, and become more independent. In this stage, we have toddlers, age 1 to 3 years old. Preschoolers, age 3 to 5 years old. And primary school children, age 5 to 12 years old. Stage 4. Adolescence. As kids grow into teenagers, usually from 13 to 19 years old, their bodies change a lot. They grow taller, get hair in new places, and their voices may deepen. They become more independent and their behaviors change. Stage 5. Adulthood. people from 20 to 65 years old are called adults. They can have families and continue the life cycle. We can split adults into young adults, age 20 to 36 years old, middle-aged adults, 36 to 55 years old, and older adults, 55 to 65 years old. Stage 6. Old person. When a person reaches 65 years, they are called an old or elderly person. How long someone lives can vary, but it usually depends on their health. Some people live beyond 100 years, while others don't. The human life cycle comes to an end at this stage. Kids, remember, humans need to eat foods like chicken, rice, fruits, and milk to grow, and they should exercise, drink water, sleep well, and maintain good hygiene every day. Work example and lesson activity. This work example and lesson activity is to be guided by your actual teacher. Evaluating learning. Answer the questions below based on your understanding. Number 1. Fill in the missing words in each sentence. Letter A. The first step in an animal's life is the blank. What is your answer? Very good. The correct answer is egg. Letter B. The second stage in a butterfly's life is called blank. What is your answer? Correct. Larva. Letter C. A baby frog that hatches from an egg is called a blank. What is your answer? Good job! Tadpole. Letter D. A grown-up animal is called an blank. What is your answer? Good job! Adult. Letter E. When animals have babies again and again, it's called blank. What is your answer? Good job! Reproduce. Number 3. Please provide the missing information to complete the animal cycle. Life cycle of butterfly. The first cycle is egg. Next is larva or caterpillar. Next is pupa or chrysalis. And then adult. Next is we have the life cycle of frog. The first cycle is egg, then tadpole, froglet, and adult. Life cycle of chicken. We have egg, chick, and adult. And last, the life cycle of human. First is fetus, baby, childhood, adolescence, then we have adulthood, and last, the old person. Well done, kids! What have we learned today? Today, we learn about the life cycle of butterfly. A butterfly goes through 4 stages in its life. It all starts with an egg. From that egg hatches a tiny creature called a caterpillar or larva stage. Caterpillars love to eat plants and they grow quickly. When they are done eating, caterpillars create a case called a chrysalis or pupa stage. Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar changes into an adult butterfly. Once the transformation is complete, the adult butterfly breaks free from the chrysalis. Now it can lay eggs and start the life cycle all over again. The life cycle of frog. Frogs, being amphibians, undergo a unique transformation. Unlike fish, the young frogs look distinct from the adults. Their life cycle initiates from an egg. From this egg, a tadpole emerges which resides in water. Initially, it possesses gills and tail but lacks legs. Gradually, the tadpole develops into a froglet with legs, ultimately losing its gills and tail. Over time, the froglet transforms into an adult frog. These adult frogs lay eggs, thus marking the beginning of a new life cycle. The life cycle of chicken. The life cycle of a chicken starts as an egg, hatches, grows, and matures into an adult chicken. Adult chickens lay eggs, starting a new life cycle. Birds like the bird of paradise and cassowary have similar life cycles to chickens. In various bird species, life begins within an egg. A newly hatched bird is called a hatchling. During growth in the nest and while being cared for by parents, the hatchling is called a nestling. Once it develops flight, feathers, and is ready to leave the nest, the bird takes its first flight, becoming a fledgling. When the fledgling or juvenile reaches full growth, it becomes a mature or adult bird. The life cycle of human. The life cycle of human has 6 stages. Stage 1, fetus in the womb. Stage 2, baby. Stage 3, childhood. Stage 4, adolescence. Stage 5, adulthood. Stage 6, old person. Kids, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned. Please do not forget to click the like, share, and subscribe.